I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. From the stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. Not tame, really not tame. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. My day, really my game. I'ma never slow down, I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, will always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, will always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Hello and welcome back to the ECPI Rams channel. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Purely and I'm a member of the Rams Valorant team. Today we are casting our team competing in the ECAC fall season playoffs. But before we continue, did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account and have it linked to your Twitch, you can get a free subscription to any twitch.tv channel? That's pretty cool, right? So if you can, we invite you to use that free subscription on the ECPI Rams channel to help support our Rams. All proceeds go directly to the esports program. Today, I'm joined by Coach James. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, stream. Hey, Purely, thanks for the intro. My name is Coach James. I run the ECPI Rams eSport team. Just real quick, this is not the playoffs, or we're looking to get a playoff spot. But it's a pleasure to be here tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight's games. But before the action, we would like to take a minute to thank our ECPI Rams sponsors, HP Omen and Game Fuel, with this quick video.
Everybody go say hi. Let him know he's on front page.
Welcome back to tonight's stream. Tonight's match features our Rams versus the Illinois Wesleyan University Titans. Now, if you're a current student at ECPI University and you'd like to try out for the Rams, please go to ecpi.edu/esports/tryouts and follow the 6 easy steps to schedule your tryout today.
All right, Purely. Today we got 5 ECPI players taking the field, and our first up is yourself. You're playing the flex role, and you are studying cybersecurity.
Yep, and then next up we got Seal. He's recently over to our smoke specialist. He's been our main smoke player now, and he's studying software development at ECPI.
Forgive me if I butcher this name, but Cryo. He's going to be our duelist tonight, working on his electronics engineering degree.
Striker, our Sentinel player, is going for cybersecurity as well.
And last but not least, you got Safety, also playing his role as duelist, working on a cybersecurity.
Yeah, we got a lot of cybersecurity majors, and it's perfect because, we all love esports. We're at the computer like 24 hours a day anyway, so it just makes sense. But how do you feel about tonight's match, Coach?
Tonight's match is going to be a tough one. Not Virginia Wesleyan, but the Wesleyan team are 4-2, just like us. We're both competing for a playoff spot. This is really make or break for both teams this week.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe we're going on to ECPI's map pick first, which is going to be Haven. And we're going to be starting on the attack side.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, every week we do picks and bans, and certain maps get picked and certain maps get banned. And I think we've seen a lot of the same map from the ECPI Rams, which is actually really good that we are able to get our comfort maps.
Yeah. And actually, interestingly, typically Haven is a pretty attacker-sided map. I think it's the most attacker or defended-sided map in the game currently, unless Sunset might have shaken some things up. I'm not sure, but I know that most teams prefer to start on attack. So the fact that we picked this map and got to start attack first is pretty good.
Early dart, good reflexes by both teammates. Oof.
Yeah, it looks like a fast rush towards B, but that's a little unfortunate. That trip out the side of garage is going to cost us a little bit.
A nice little flick by Cryo. I mean, bombs down. We got our job done. Now we just gotta.
It is good, but I think a lot of our post plant util has been taken out already. So now 2v4. Good kill though, Safety.
Another good kill. 3 kills. Don't even. There it is.
There it is. Nice little 3-piece for myself to clean up the round. I won't lie, we were super nervous about that round after we lost the Sentinel and the smoke player that early, because The issue with the fast rushes on B is a lot of times if they have a smoke player left up, they'll just smoke it off, and like you can ping it and try and spam it, but with body blocks, especially on pistol round, like it's so hard to get the damage through with like body blocks and just not knowing exactly where they're diffusing, because there's a little, you know, a little radius where you can diffuse. So it's a lot of time. We've been working on it, but it's tough without the utility on the post plant.
Oh, it looks like the Titans are ready for us.
Yeah,
Preemptively stunning and smoking. Okay.
I think we might have seen a player there, but he must have gotten out.
Yeah, in short A there, probably.
Something. Yeah.
All
That
right.
double pre-fire spam looked pretty like they were pretty convinced someone was there, and with the nade invested as well.
I think it was the. Oh, they don't have a jet. Well,
yeah. the comps are actually both pretty irregular in this game. Like I think normally we've been playing Cypher a lot more recently since his buffs, because he's been super strong. It looks like I was able to rotate and get a player trying to catch us off on the flank there.
Well, I think the Titans know it's A now, as they took that much space. You did get the kill, but that guy was way up in our spawn.
Which is why we're delaying, I think, just a second longer here to sort of... that was a pretty quick trade there. It was a smart play from them, but at least Cry was able to get one before going down.
That was a nice pistol shot from the spawn to kill that guy on the height. Can you get the bomb down? All right.
Yeah, and recently our second round, after winning pistol have been tough. So
you need to swing or be swung, Seal. Swing or be swung.
Yeah, I think the calls that they're both short, but of course they could walk long here. So this is a bit of an awkward angle here. Yeah.
Oh, got the headshot, but 1v2.
And I already remember how this round ended up. Yeah, I think it's just, again, like the post plants are just not there. Like we need to be playing positions where we can trade, and this happens all the time. But especially on our like second round buys, it's been rough. So
either trade or gather information.
Yeah, or something. Yeah,
weren't able to figure out where they were coming from, so they were able to push.
And I guess the spot that I was playing there, I was expecting Striker to play on that right side of the back of site, but he was more towards the left, and so like you can, you know, when they swing, they have a little bit of cover from that position that Striker was playing in. So I probably should have just played further back. We kind of had an idea of at least one of them was short from that breach stun that happened early, so I'm gonna be forced back onto an eco round.
Yeah, it's oh, the trip line got killed by that nade. That's unfortunate, but oh, nice shot. Oh
my goodness, that's
filthy. That is filthy. That's not expected. Think off that. Their call's just to run in.
Yep, beautiful patience too, Safety.
Yeah, to get that little pistol kill. He is our duelist, so
yeah,
he does win rounds. That he's been known to win with that. What's the gun called? Marshall? No.
The Sheriff.
The Sheriff.
Yeah. Yep, he is our Sheriff player, and I think that especially on these like lower buy rounds, the call was just immediately like after we get that pick, to just send it up A.
Yeah. I mean, you know that there's like probably 2 on site, right? And then there's 5 of us, so we got numbers if we're not guns.
Yep. And good trades coming in here too from the boys. We've got this breach stuck in heaven. Ooh, he's gonna get a nice shot on the safety, but Striker's gonna be able to kill him on the exit, which is good. That means they don't take any guns into that next round, so their economy should be very back and forth here in these first couple rounds.
Looks like half the opposing team cannot buy, so could be a force, but we'll see.
Yeah, and keep in mind too that previous round that we just had, like we were able to take it, but that was not like we didn't force into that round. Like we had a couple of like 2 sheriffs and like a ghost, I think, and maybe a little bit of utility as well, but nothing crazy.
But no armor,
no armor,
really no utility.
So even if they do decide to force into this round, should be looking pretty good. Great pick from safety off the rip. Immediately gonna send the Skylo out. I won't lie, I got caught out by that like pretty bad.
That's super unfortunate that he's just sitting there, but yeah.
It was just a weird, I'd never seen that before where like they had the pull like that. Like usually you have the pull like right at the door so that way you're stuck in that really tight choke, but he had it sort of like in the middle of the room and then with the breach stun as well. It was good good utility usage from them. Got a little jet flank. Oh, the knive's not quite hitting on that second, but the confusion was perfect. Like they were getting shot from 3 different angles, so.
Oh my gosh, there she is. For those of you that don't know, you cannot shoot through this wall and you cannot hear through this wall.
Yeah.
So
I think they might have actually removed the not be, or that I don't know if that's out yet. I think they were talking about removing the like not being able to hear through it, but maybe that didn't go through. I'm not sure.
No, I know on the current patch that we're playing on, it's still in place.
Like yeah. But yeah, Savvy did not even need to jump spot like that. Like he was just a little disrespectful there. He just has to hold that cross with Striker, and it's pretty much unwinnable for the enemy team. Which is interesting because it was their wall too. Like that was their wall that they placed. So.
Yeah, I think they were like the bomb went down, right, and they're trying to secure the plant. Like they're trying to run through garage, but
yeah,
it just ended up working because of the flank.
Calls another fast play towards B. This time able to get that bomb down without losing any members.
However, the Titans can be anywhere. Like we have no information. We're just all in the middle.
We do have time on our side now, though. I mean, the clock is ticking for them. They've got to start mounting something here. The issue, though, with this comp not having a Killjoy is that we do have more limited, like, post-plant options. And this is sort of what I was talking about with the smoke. Like, we did get the rocket off, but it's just too late.
Yeah, I think the rocket killed right after the planter diffused, which is...
Yeah. And not Krau's fault at all. I think he got, I think he popped it as soon as he got that other kill. That gave him enough points to use it. So he used it as soon as he could. It was just poor timing. But that's sort of like where we have multiple people spamming the smoke, and it's just you can't hit them. And it's the only issue with going for something fast like that.
Yeah. I mean, we did plant left side. They have some space that they can defuse on that left side if they play it perfectly, but it's definitely dangerous.
Yeah, and I think I call on a future round too, because they're completely giving it up, right? Playing full retake on that B site rush to just plant straight in the middle. It's so much harder for them to defend. Like obviously it's a little bit less safe to plant, but looks like a jump spot towards A long.
He does get spotted.
Yeah.
See, I like that. I like that we push up and take some space, and they have to use some utility on us. A lot of utility.
Yeah.
And then you can just fall back, do whatever we want to do. We can re-hit, we can go wherever.
Yep, completely cut noise, and I think that forced 2 stars as well from Astra, and she only has 4 now from her original 5, so that's pretty much half their utility gone at this point.
Okay, so we know she rotated off.
Yep. And now I think the calls I think I immediately was calling go A, go A, go A, but I was not expecting the Sova. It was so weird for them to both be holding like that. You know, both looking towards mid, so I was not expecting that Sova.
It looks like they just full rotated to A. Like, the Killjoy turret disappeared.
Yep. Yeah, I think they started second guessing themselves after we cut noise towards A site, so that's why they sent Sova back. And yeah, it ended up working out pretty favorable for us. Ooh.
We're playing some dangerous games.
A little feisty here. Yeah, and all of a sudden this is very winnable for the enemy team.
Yeah, with 25 health. Good blind though.
Yep, Seal was able to pick up 1, and I think he wins the second fight as well.
Nice job, Seal. Let's go.
But again, like that's what I'm talking about, Coach. Like we've got to clean up the post plants. People, I think, are, you know, everyone wants the kills. You know, like they want.
I mean, Striker was out there like on his own in main, and Seal's kind of hiding. I mean, I get it; he's the smoke player.
Well, but I think Cryo was like taking a fight towards spawn as well. Like I think he died off the like he was trying to pre-fire someone towards spawn, like peeking it, and he just got one tap. So that was more what I was talking about. But yeah, then Striker goes down, no one's able to trade him. So it's like those are the kinds of rounds you can't throw away those rounds. Like if it's free like that, you've got to be closing it out. Because against better teams, you will get punished for throwing rounds like that.
Well, even against a team like this, they could definitely punish if they just they wise up to our antics.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy is out of there.
Yep. We hear the rotate through B. Yeah, that's gonna be a free kill. 2 free kills.
Oh, almost 3. You went got a little hype.
And we know there's one over towards C-Link as well. Ooh.
A Guardian through the smoke.
I think he just walked through it. Honestly, and no one was watching. No one was holding the smoke, so able to get the trade right away though. So that's what matters. 3v1.
I cannot stress this enough how much I love Striker on.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Cypher. I just love this character, and in team play, this character is so good.
Yep. Yeah, Cypher is like, he was my very first agent that I mained like when I played this game in beta, and I just love the way he looks. I love how his utility is simple yet like very like if you know how to use it, it's very powerful. Those are the agents that I like the most. Are the ones that have like utility that like at the baseline like feels kind of weak, but if you know like good spots like how to use it properly, it can be like, you know, incredibly strong. Like I don't like agents. I'll never be someone that like plays agents that are like broken. Like I hate playing agents that have very what do you call it, like very polarizing utility, I guess. I don't know if polarizing is the right word, but it's just like very powerful, you know, off the base. It looks like an early pressure over towards this A side. This breach stun though, going straight up short every time is such a pain, because really only the duelist can get past it before it goes off.
And interestingly, it's like anytime they hear anything, it's like immediate breach stun.
Yeah. It's like a stack towards long. But we're calling this out. We've just walked up short here. They have no one towards short at all. They're really gambling on that.
Looks like a force buy too. They had some bulldogs.
Oh, and actually that is going to catch Seal. They did change how that that breach works. That and that dart's gonna catch. Savi's gonna back up there. But now it only does 2 ticks of damage, but the damage is increased.
Right.
So instead of 3, it does 2 with like 75. Nice kills though.
Those trip mine or whatever they're called from Cypher. Just the ability to see through walls and shoot them is just pretty crazy.
Yep. And see, this is the kind of post plants that we should have, where it's like everyone is a position to immediately trade, because then you can never lose. And like our money is at a point where it's fine. Like if we lose one person in that situation, everyone can rebuy, no issue. But it's when you start throwing even rounds that we win, right? When you start throwing guns away, the economy in this game is much different from like, it's not like, you know, in certain tournament rules in Counter-Strike, you can have up to 16,000. Which is a lot. So like you can go quite a few losses in a row and still be able to full buy, especially if you're just getting rifles. Whereas in this game, you basically get 2 full buys and then that's it. You know, you're out. If you're throwing away guns round after round, you can get into a scenario where you win a round and yet your team the next round is like low on weapons and utility.
Oh. The shot. I mean, there's that, and there's also the fact there's less rounds, so there's less time to recover. What a play by Cryo there to get out of dodge.
Yeah, really good use of the blast packs. I think this is the round where I was like, okay, if we go B, we need to plant middle, and we kind of did. I mean, we didn't plant right in the corner, but it's still over towards the left. And the issue with planting on the left side is that you have these post-plant positions. Anyone that's playing like where Safety's playing, it's so much harder to pressure them off the bomb. And Seal had a really good flank here, but I think he unfortunately missed.
He had both of them there. Just a little bit more of a take his time. He would have had it. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the economy. Especially there's less rounds, and you can't accumulate 16,000 like you're saying. You can only do 9,000. So there's less money. So
and with utility too in this game, like you burn through your money so much quicker. Like utility in this game, right? Like on an initiator or even a controller can cost upwards of like 700, 800 credits. Whereas like in Counter-Strike, I mean, you can, for like a full kit of utility, it's more than that. But like a lot of times you can go without certain pieces of utility. Like just having a flash and a smoke is sometimes, I mean, for full utility it is, but in general, it costs more in this game, especially with the rebuying of armor too. That's the other thing that's like very different about this game. That really, really hurts your money. Because in Counter-Strike, you don't have to pay full cost when you replenish your armor, whereas in this game you do. So that hurts a lot as well. But again, we're just slow approach. I think at this point we've sort of caught on to like their antics, using that breach stun early towards short. So we're kind of just waiting out some of this utility, and now we're just gonna send it towards A.
It's a really nice molly from the Killjoy.
Yeah, much harder to shoot. Sovil is going to come in, but I think Cryo able to use the blast packs again to get out of there in time.
They have the Killjoy coming in though to lock us in
but
place.
Cryo's going on a one-way trip.
I mean, he was followed up by the Jet, but got the Killjoy ult. That was the goal.
Yeah, and in general, I think something that we're gonna talk about in the future is possibly looking to run like a breach or something that can deal with that Killjoy, because Killjoy is super popular on this map, and having something to just get to deal with that KJ ult is super impactful.
How would you deal with the KJ ult through walls? With
the
breach?
Well, with a breach, you can just use the shock.
Does the shock really? It just knocks it out?
Yeah, it'll kill it. Yep.
Oh wow.
Sova's just gonna die. Doesn't care. He's like, you know what? I mean, he tried to not die to safety, but was able to get that headshot right before the bomb explosion took him. But yeah, it's not called Aftershock. I can't think of the name of his ability. I should know it.
The line where you knock people up that's been used.
No, the damage one. The one that they keep using to try and deny the plant.
Gotcha.
I think it's called. I know his stun is the fault line. Or Aftershock or something like. Oh no, Aftershock I think is the damage one. I think that it's called Aftershock.
I think it is. I think you're right.
But yeah, as long as because you can see on the map, on the mini map, where approximately like unless there's a spot on a map where there's elevation, that's maybe like the only spot that you'd have to be careful about how you use it. But if it's just on flat ground, it's a free. You can get it through any wall pretty much.
So that Aftershock can go through A main into the A connector.
Yep, right in that corner where it's most common for Killjoys to put it. So, and they can't do anything about it too. Like there's no way to,
Right.
And there's not really anywhere where that you can put it where it can't get breach Aftershocked either. Like maybe you could put it like in heaven or something, but even still, you could still get it with the Aftershock. It's not immune in heaven.
It looks like the Rams are using the Titans timeout to communicate something about the B site. There's been pings going all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they were, I don't know. I think after that last round especially, they were a little bit, like, peeved maybe. Because what Cryo did was, like, good. And the fact that Safety was able to get a trade and get out alive is even better. But, that should not be allowed to happen. Like, what they did is super, super risky. Now, this is what I was asking for before. And I think Safety's gonna be able to. Oh no, he's gonna get pulled a little bit there by the Astra.
That was a lot of that was pretty cool. Astra plus breach just locked him down.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Cryo didn't go for the plant, because the last couple of times he's been able to get out with that blast pack very effectively. So.
Well, all they have is pistols, and they're putting ults in there.
Yeah. And see again with the smoke. They hopped off it. Look, Cryo's he's done. He's tired of it, so he's running right through the smoke. So they're able to pick up that round. But again, it's so scary when they tap it and they have the smoke to cover. It makes it so difficult to know for sure if you're hitting them or not, or if they're faking it, or like what is going on.
At the same time, imagine trying to tap the bomb and there's a firing squad on the other side of the smoke. That's also just as scary.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, they had pistols, so it was just kind of all or nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think having some more post-plant utility in our comp is going to be super important. I don't know whether it's the Brimstone instead of the Omen, or whether it's like a Breach instead of a Sky or something, or a Killjoy instead of a Cypher. We need something, because right now all we have really is the nade. from Raze, and a lot of times Cryo is using that, you know, to take space more aggressively. But this time we're gonna switch it up. We decided we'd hit A and B enough. time to give C some attention. Actually, I guess we did hit C that one round earlier, right? That was when the garage play went really poorly.
Yeah.
When I think the guy behind me accidentally got headshot when I was getting shot. So.
Oh boy.
It's all right. I was just gonna get right on out of there.
I
don't know if the secondary pass back was necessary, but I respect it.
I mean, better safe than sorry. But I mean, I love his use of him. Being able to just react that fast.
And it's perfect. I mean, it's textbook. Like the showing towards C, and if I was the enemy team, they'd be thinking, oh, like maybe they're gonna hit C this round, right? They've hardly hit C at all, and then immediately crowd gets out, holds that rotate in towards A, cut noise, hit A. It's perfect. I mean, like this kind of round is the round that, you know, needs to happen more often. Like we need to get better about doing this kind of thing. I mean, we've definitely gotten better about cutting noise and re-hitting, cutting noise, switching sights. Nice shot from Seal.
Nice flick, yeah.
I think there probably could have been a swing there. I just don't think anyone was in position. So now we're just playing it extra safe. Ooh, yeah. As long as people are ready to trade, as long as people are ready to trade, you got to be so careful because like good players know how to dance around that little like cubby area right there, to try and draw out because they know people are going to be playing for those trades. So
yeah, they're going to expect it. They're going to try to get the one and then like
they're going to try and bait it out. Yeah. Or they're going to try and like, you know, peek, get a kill, immediately duck behind cover so there's no trade opportunity from hell or from sight or wherever they're playing. That's why like you have to have someone playing on that left side. If you play towards right side and you have someone in hell, right, you can peek out, kill someone in art, and then maybe, you know, get behinds where it's not possible for a trade. So it's difficult in this game, especially with characters that have movement abilities too. It can be really, really tough. I mean, we've seen Safety on multiple occasions pull off, you know, things that should not be possible. So.
And this is after the jet nerf, so.
Yeah, after the jet nerf too. I really don't think the jet nerf makes that much of a difference though. Like, she's still so strong. Looks like fast though on the pistol round. Ooh, and I may have blinded my teammate there. We're not going to talk about that.
That is a lot of deaths.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit miscommunication there.
I mean, you blinded 3 of them, so
yeah.
And your teammate though.
And my teammate, yep. I won't lie, I guess I was thinking maybe I popped it a little bit too deep. Like I was trying to pop it on the left side of sight there so that he wouldn't get blind. But in that moment, I was just thinking we've got to, like, we have 2 people on the site. Like they haven't taken the site yet. We got to fight. Like we're not playing for the retake, right? If you're playing for the retake, you know, you get 1, you back up and save your utility. But we were committing utility, we're committing bodies. So I was like, all right, we've got to go. Like we've got to get in there for the trade. So it probably would have just been better for me to have my gun up, not even flash. But looks like A again. Safety in a pretty strong position with his gun, but it's gonna get spammed. Not sure if they saw like his shoulder or what, but I'll just cry with the classic. Should be going down.
I mean, this is kind of seems like the Rams MO. Win pistol round. Oh well, we didn't win pistol round, but we never win the second round.
Yep. Now we're just playing for exits at this point.
Yeah. We didn't really invest any money.
Yeah.
We just have pistols, just trying to get anything.
Yeah, and I was getting a little frisky here. I probably should not have peeked this, but
yeah.
I was like, oh, they know exactly where I am. Like I'm gonna get pre-fired or pinned. I thought I was gonna get pinched from long, and it's like I was trying to see if they were gonna walk up on me there, but
and the drive-by by the breach.
Yep, he did that. He held W all the way through that site. That's how he killed Cryo too. It was just full sprint, hold and left click. Because that's kind of how it is on when you reverse full eco. But we should be on a buy now. I think Striker just hasn't buy yet.
He's trying to figure out what he's gonna play.
Yeah, trying to figure out what he's gonna buy because he spent too much money last round is what he's doing. But that's all right.
He is the Sentinel player. Sentinels do tend to buy a lot of utility.
That's true. But Cypher's utility is not that expensive.
True,
I
true.
think it's
like
700 for everything. And you don't need, like, all the time. You don't need everything. And that, again, real pressure, a lot of pressure towards A. Savy going to get out of there really well, though. Cryo going to get a kill with the nade. So, like, again, this is a situation. They got the pick. They could have backed up here, but the call is to fight, so I'm here. We're fighting. And then I
bombs
blinded
down
Cryo again. Okay, that one was not my fault. I'm blaming Cryo on that one because he body blocked the bird.
I didn't know you could body block the bird. I thought it went
you-
through.
No, I'm pretty sure you can body block. I think. Maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. I'm gonna go with he body blocked it.
Okay. I know they go through. I know.
Well, I know you can shoot them, right? So there's got to be something there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, and this was miscommunication again. Like, no one's holding the left side. I don't know why. Like, I think Cryo was jump spotting it, but he stopped for a second to, I don't know where, to look towards something. And we just both got shot, so.
And that split second, just the guys crept up.
Yeah, this is a bit awkward because, yeah.
Okay, there's the one.
He knows where the second is.
Oh.
A little awkward, though. Swap to the weapon, though.
Oh, there you go.
And we were actually
Nice.
talking about this round, like, right after it happened. Like, Seal didn't do it on purpose, but him reloading baited that guy to push him, and then he swapped weapons and had ammo still in his gun, like in the gun that was on the ground. So it was like, it was actually perfect. It wasn't intentional, but it worked out perfectly, and so we were all like pretty hyped after that one. I mean, that one was a pretty big round to win as well, because we were on. I mean, our money is still not great.
Yeah,
This
it's
is what I was
pretty
talking
bad.
about, right? Like, we got the win, but so many people died that last round. Our economy was not great. So
Your economy is awful, actually. This
Yeah.
isn't going to be a
it's gonna be
save
a half
round.
buy. I think it's gonna be a half because we have a little bit of money. I'm not sure what everyone is going to buy. Seal obviously has the rifle still, but really, it's a everyone full saved. That's what it looked like.
It looked like you guys bought shorties and just kind of saved money.
Yeah,
He's gonna get spammed through the wall.
yeah. He's trying to play it though with all his might.
Okay.
Good trip. That's all right. We take those. Well, you know it's the eco round when Safety doesn't have a sheriff. This man always has a sheriff.
I mean, the constant smokes is allowing us to push up.
He's able to get the rifle and dash out. So this round's actually doable now.
I think you have two shorties in garage.
Nah,
It's
I've got a
gonna be-
sheriff. I've got a sheriff. I think the call might just be to save the rifle. I don't know. At this point, no, Savvy's gonna look for it. Nice shots.
Oh, I don't think this is doable.
He does stick it though to half. Swaps weapons with ammo. Gets
Okay.
one more. Nah, he doesn't have time. He's gonna do it. He's gonna try, but
I mean, pretty good for a eco round.
yeah,
but,
not too shabby.
yeah.
That got him his knives too, so it's a nice tool to have. It's a lot harder, I've noticed, on some of these maps. Maybe that's why this map is like leans a little bit more attacker sided. Like, this map is terrible for trying to get orbs as defense. I mean, you sort of can towards A, but unless you do something like with the breach, like I think that was sort of what their plan was on their defense, was to like constantly have pressure on that A orb. With the breach stun up short, because it's so hard to like get out. Like, if you have two people stacked towards long, have one cover, one grab the orb, it's pretty much free every round. But towards C, like, you're never getting the orb as defense unless they just don't go there. Ooh,
Oh.
that's
Classic
second shot
op.
should hurt. It's all good though. Cryo had the backup. Gonna throw a nade to slow him down.
A little bit of miscommunication on the smoke. That's okay. Because this could have been a free pick right here.
Yeah, I think it was just we were worried about the rush, like short, because we had two stacked towards long, but they pretty much cut all noise. So.
Nice shots, purely.
Yup. Last one here. That was a little awkward. We don't talk about it.
She doesn't challenge. That's
Like,
kind of.
I swing with 37. I don't care. I swing everything. Look at me jump spotting with 37 HP. Look, I'm making noise. She's worried. She's scared. Okay, our team is all okay. Our team is all peeking her one by one.
The hop is like, oh well,
Oh,
probably should leave.
I called for that. I called for that because I was like, hey, I'm 37 HP. Any chance you want to drop me that op? You don't really see that much in this game.
No,
like it's
not
something
at
that's
all.
like very common in Counter-Strike. Maybe that's just because like at least at like at the professional level, everyone is pretty much capable of op. Well, okay, not everyone, but most people have practiced somewhat with it. You usually have like a secondary op and a primary op and all that. But in this game, you don't see it very often.
Yeah, I do think it's actually harder to op in this game than it is in CS.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I don't know if that's because of the movement penalty. Nice shots, safety. But I don't know if that's because of the movement penalty or I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think it's just harder. Like, you can't move as much as you can in Counter-Strike. But I mean, the op now in CS2 is definitely like not as good as it was in CS:GO. Like maybe they've taken a little bit of a leaf out of Valorant's book. They did the change to the ammo a while ago where it's only 5 shots now instead of 10. But you definitely can't move as much as you used to be able to. So yeah, you're seeing it a lot less now in CS2 in professional games. But yeah, especially in Valorant.
Yeah,
I mean,
when teams explode onto site, it's hard to have an op. So you have to take space like this, and just look for a pick.
And Cryo's just getting in there.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have anything this round. Nice lineup though. From safe, he's gonna get a collat. Oh, well. You know what? I saved his life. That's all that matters.
Playing a little ring around the rosy with the enemy team, and you got your old. We know they're all C-long.
Yep.
That was a little bit unlucky.
But we have the info now, so they're trapped. They're trapped in here with Striker. Bit awkward again on the shots, but that's all right. We go 1 for 1 there. All 3 of us retaking from. Look, she has no idea. Did you see both of us though? We were both me and Crow were like, wait, what's going on? Like, what's he doing? Like, me and him were both like staying on the corner. We didn't want to like line up for her or something.
It just looks like, oh no, it's your kill, dude. You got it.
Yeah. Honestly though, like it looks a little BM, but in this game, I don't blame him. Like the smallest amount of movement will make you like miss a shot. It's like when she faked it and was sort of like doing a weird little like, you know, back and forth, like trying to see if anyone was coming spawn. Like I don't blame him for waiting for her to stick the plant. What are these cages? He's got some weird cages.
They're I'm telling you, they're all one ways. It's so that he can see their feet. He knows the position for him.
Yeah, gonna be fast though towards C again. Dart over the top. Striker is super screwed.
He almost got it.
Got some good intel though and slowed them down a little bit. See it.
I don't think he heard the nade come in.
Yeah. Well, he probably didn't want to move too close to the wall and then get a. Oh, okay, we're in there.
Oh.
I don't hate the idea, but I think that it wasn't communicated.
Yeah, I mean, he expected his teammate to get the lower guy. Well, he got the top guy, but I like the info play.
Yeah, and it actually allowed me to kill the Sova there, so not the worst, but yeah, I mean, there's no winning that fight. So
no. A lot of the time it's really hard to get value on Omen's ult. So I think a lot of it is just like use it for like info. Hey, the guy's playing here.
Yeah.
Or ping it like when you TP.
Yeah, for sure. And this map in particular, I like playing. Like typically, you have your smoke player play toward like center of the map, so that way it's like easier to provide smokes to either side. But in general, on this map, if you have your ults as Omen, I like playing like on either A or on C. So that way, if they hard hit A or hard hit C, like you can be on the opposite site, and if you are on the opposite site, you can ult across pretty quick.
Right, and there's a lot of good spots. You can just like you don't have to
this
like,
map especially
send it into their spawn. You can.
Yeah, there's lots of like cubbies you can TP to behind where you can just be a nuisance. You know what I mean? You don't even have to make a play. Nice nade from Cryo. He's gonna peek off that. Not even gonna shoot the dart. I respect it.
I think he was like, oh, I'm dead because of that blast pack, so I'm just gonna fight.
He got 2 there.
Ooh.
A little awkward. It's alright. Able to get out with his life. Aftershock coming in as well. They're just sending all that utility towards spawn.
Which
and a stun as well.
Gosh.
Yeah,
That is
Killjoy
all the
ultimate.
utility.
Yeah, and again, this is like one of those things, right? Where like the Killjoy ultimate, look how far back we have to play. One down towards short.
What a shot.
I shouldn't have even been like trying to spray that. I don't know why.
Ooh, TP's onto the bomb.
Yep, gonna go for the stick here. No one holding towards long though. That flash gonna cause some problems.
There is so much. Breach has so much utility.
much
That was like a
utility, yeah.
stun.
Yep,
2 flashes.
yep. And the stun is his cooldown one. So if he uses one at the beginning of the round, like you're gonna have another one in 30 seconds or whatever, 45 seconds, however long it is. So
Was it stun,
his
2
fall on.
flashes, and his ult's the big giant knockout.
Yeah, the giant. Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something.
His flashes are in general like out of all the initiators, he probably has the weakest flashes. Like it's nice that you can shoot them through walls, but they're also very easy to avoid,
Right.
especially if you know they're coming.
I like the patience there. Oh,
Yep.
unlucky. Okay.
They just kept challenging. I don't know why.
Yeah, you don't really. I know it's just a scout, but you can't give a free pick like that. Okay. I mean, they just came running into sight. We didn't really have the guns to deal with it, so I think we're happy with the picks we got right now. That is unlucky, purely.
Yeah. Not the cleanest share of shots. Gonna flash through the smoke though. I'm able to get one. Lucky, not the ideal gun for this situation.
What a dart, man. That was.
Oh,
Made some noise, unlucky.
did indeed.
They're gonna be ready for him right around this corner. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really gonna be able to win too many fights with the Bucky in that, especially on C. Like any other site, you have a chance maybe, but C is like the worst for the Bucky.
Well, with a really good start by the Rams, the Titans are bringing it back. It was 8-3, I believe, or 8-4.
Yep.
Now it is 12-9. We only need one more round to secure this map 1 win.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure the comms at this point in the game too were like, all right, guys, let's close it out. We don't need to make it close. Because I thought our attack in general was pretty good. Like there's a couple rounds that we, it was our fault that we lost them. So this time a little bit more ready though for this fast C pressure.
That dart does not spot Safety somehow.
Yep. And he's getting close and personal.
I disagree with how he's playing, but that's okay.
He's gonna get 2 though before going down. Nice trip from Striker.
That
as
trip
well.
has gotten everybody like 4 or 5 rounds. It's gotten somebody.
Yeah, he's actually got him. We know where this last person is, so me and Striker are having a little bit of a dance party in the back of sight.
You think you've won? The Killjoy won before.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the comms too were like, all right, guys, let's not just peek for fun. Like, I have so much utility. I think I just flashed her and flashed her again.
Well, your flashes come back on a 30-second cooldown. Not do
Yeah.
that.
You only can hold one though.
Right.
Like I can't regen a second one. First one's on a cooldown. Second one you have to buy.
That's kind of crazy that she gets a free flash even though you have a free heal.
Yeah. Well, no, the heal. The reason it's like that is because I've used it already this round, but I still have some juice left. Yeah. So like for example, like if Striker has a good first round from the first map from the Rams, but for example, like if I heal Striker 1 HP, I don't get to take my heal over into the next round because I already used it for that round, so I got to rebuy it.
All right, stream. That was map 1. We'll be right back with map 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back, stream. Purely went to grab some water real quick, but that map map one was well done by the Rams. I think the Titans started fighting back a little bit there at the end, but you saw that they were able to close it out pretty convincingly. Like I said, this is the playoff elimination game. Basically, the team that loses or wins here goes to playoffs or doesn't go to playoffs. So it is definitely make or break. Both teams have a lot at stake in these coming rounds. It's been a long season, so this is week 7, and the Rams team is really wants this game. I know we have the two duelists they have a lot of fun and get to do the frags, but shout out to Seal for providing the smokes. The smokes and the Sentinel player don't get a lot of love. They get to they hold down the sites. They smoke for the duelist so that the duelist can provide space. They just don't get a whole lot of love, so I give them love on the stream.
Oh, we're not live, are we?
We are live, sir.
Oh.
Welcome back.
I was about to say, you're trying to start map 2 without me? That's crazy.
Not quite. I was just filling in the stream, a little bit of background information.
Yeah, no, I definitely caught the tail end of what you were talking about there, and I think that the way that we function now versus like when we first started is definitely a lot better. I do still think though we've got some stuff to work on, especially on certain maps. Like I think we've got our Ascent, like our Haven comms, like ironed out pretty good. Other than what I was talking about having that post plant utility, but
I think every team, even like the pro teams, have things that they can work on, like the small little things. I mean,
sure.
With us, it's probably a lot bigger than the pro teams, but I think that round or that map, our attack was pretty good. But obviously there was like some small things like you're saying, the post plant situations. You could work on those.
Yeah.
And our defense got a little sloppy there until we decided to pick it up.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't even think too. Like maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't even think it's that people like we're not capable of playing it more like correct. Playing it more safe, like playing it for the win. I think people just. And it's not just one person, like multiple people, right? Like we're like, oh, let's just swing them. You know what I mean? Like, and even if no one's calling that, like no one's calling that, but in their head they're like, oh, I'm just better. You know what I mean? Like I'll just swing them and kill them. But you've got, you can't do that because even if you do, like, even if it does work, 9 out of 10 times, that 1 out of 10 times might cost you a round, which can, can snowball into not great things.
I mean, you see it all the time in a professional play. This guy will be like 0 and 10, right? But that does not mean he's bad. It just means he hasn't had the opportunity to get a kill.
Yep.
And then you'll swing him, and then he'll like 1v3.
And there's another great trip from from Striker getting another free kill. That's why we love the Cypher so much. Like we've been playing it. I mean, this map you typically like see Cypher anyways, but that's why we started playing it. We've adapted it on most of the maps now. We've been playing it.
I'm not gonna lie, I played Cypher a few ranked matches just because I saw his trips and I was like, I could do that.
Yep. Yeah, it's literally free if you have good trip spots with the cages and tandem. Like it's just free kills.
The cages are a little harder because you have to throw them rather than just placing them. But
yeah, and also you can't pick them up after. That's the one thing I wish they would change about Cypher is that if you could pick them up after.
No, you can. You can pick them up. You
can pick them up during prep phase.
Yes.
But you can't pick them up once the round started.
Right.
If you could do that, I would only play Cypher. I literally only play Cypher. Like it would be so good. Because you can pick up the trips, right? But like the trips are not as useful like later in the round, whereas the cages have are multi-purpose. You can use them for so many different things. But maybe that's why they don't want to allow you to pick them up because that would be too strong. So I don't know.
I mean, they just buffed him where like his tripwires got buffed where nothing destroys them except for a player walking into them. So
which is pretty good. Yeah.
That was an amazing change, which is why we've been playing a lot of Cypher.
Yep. Yeah, we've like talked about like the team has talked about like playing, like KO or something, someone that has a nade, but they just like me on the sky too much, man. They like the sky flashes.
Talk about a nerf. The judge also got nerfed.
It did, but we're rocking the judge. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, he needs to be on that box or something. Oh,
We were just sending it to try and stop that bomb plant. But I think they hopped off of it. Yeah.
yeah.
We're
Yeah. That is a little wild.
Yep.
I mean,
They were probably so scared in those smokes hearing the judges just go crazy. But
I mean, with regular guns, that would have been kind of on us, but
yeah. Well, I'll be honest too. I have not been feeling the Spectre since the nerf to it. Like, it is just like, yeah, if you run and gun, maybe you know, you'll get some kills with it. But I'm not a run and gun player. I never have been. Like, the only games that I've ever run and gunned in are Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege. Like, I don't run and gun, and I don't play any P90 or, you know, any of the run and gun guns. So, like, I've been liking the judge.
it looks like you're gonna try to do a little pop flash for yourself, or maybe call for your cipher.
The issue with pop flashing for yourself is that right there is like it's much slower. Oof.
Wow,
Like,
I cannot believe they expected a second player there.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, he's full sprints, and that was
Yeah.
super unfortunate from Cryo. He should have had at least one there. He's
Oh,
gonna
I don't
send it
know
right
about
through. I actually like the play a lot, and this is a perfect distraction for Safety as well to pinch. It was actually beautifully played. Couldn't have played it any better.
I did not realize he had a teammate at the other end of the portal. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't know if they calm that or if Safety just, you know, has the game sense. But still now in a difficult 1v2 spot. He has picked up a Phantom. Gonna play a little game real quick.
This is the bonus round for us, so it's not the worst that they lost that.
Yeah.
But this next round.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're saying in the comms too. We're like, not a big deal, guys. Like, it was a bonus. We did some good damage. Typically, like, in this game, if you get 3 kills on a bonus, like, that's perfect. Because in order to rebuy, right, you're going to have 2 guys that were able to save their rifles and armor and maybe some utility over. So they're going to be the ones that are rebuying the teammates, right? But if you got rid of 3 guns and you need to rebuy 3, but you only have 2 people with the money to do it, you're going to have at least 1 person now on the enemy team that's on lower, you know, on a lower gun or lower utility. So
Seal has no money. I don't know what happened there.
Yep, beautiful shot though from Safety. I'm not even sure he meant to kill that guy, but oof, getting aggressive. Nice spot from Cryo too. I like the reposition.
Yeah. That's one of the big things with the op is that you get a pick, you need to reposition. You cannot just sit in the same spot. But
Yeah.
I like this spot because his teammate... Is his teammate still up there? No. They fell off. Okay.
And now we have the info. What a like, how did he hit that shot on me? Through the smoke, 1 tap? Okay, buddy. I guess, man.
So Safety was glass cannon there, no armor.
Yep. Picking up 2, I believe, right? Crowd got 3. And honestly, like, the way that our, like, team functions, like, typically, I mean, I'm not super, like, up to date on the current meta and all that, but at least as of recently, just with all, like, the continued, like, they keep releasing agents with more and more utility, or, like, more, you know, double duelist is not as popular as it was when the game first came out, right? Now, that's partially because they also just keep nerfing Jet, keep nerfing Raze, like, they're constantly, you know, receiving these nerfs. But our 2 duelists just look so good on them, and plus, like, Jet and Raze, I've always had, I don't know, I like Jet and Raze because of their movement abilities. Like, I don't like the other duelists nearly as much as Jet and Raze. Like,
This is kind of a hot take. So, like in CS:GO, it's like there's no, you know, there's no movement abilities, right? And everybody's on an even playing field. I think that's kind of why that those 2 duelists, like you're saying, Jet and Raze, are so broken. It's because by nature they have those movement abilities. You can't nerf that.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, even with the Jet nerfs, even with the Raze nerfs, it doesn't matter. They're still the best duelists in my opinion. Like, in a ranked setting, you know, you might argue, oh, like, Phoenix is really good, like, Reyna is really good. Yes, if you're just playing solo by yourself, for yourself, yes, those duelists are good. But when you're talking about a comp setting where, like, you're playing with a team, like, Raze and Jet will be the 2 best duelists until they add a new duelist with a movement ability. And again, The sky flashes need a little work. I'm
You can make it around that wall. I believe.
yeah, I can. I do it later in the game. I just got a little hasty. But we're trying to rotate this op around too, catch them off guard about where it might be playing.
Yeah, I don't think they have any idea that it's B long. But it doesn't appear that they're hitting B at all unless they're going through the hookah lounge. And all this is just quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we spotted somebody A. Nope, 2 guys A.
I must wait a moment.
Yep. And that's the other reason why we've been loving Cypher so much. Looks like they're going to commit to this A hit possibly. But he just provides the intel that we lack without, you know, with other agents. Having that cam is super valuable.
They just ran onto site with their stingers. I like the attempt on the molly. I don't know if it's going to land, but
I think it's, yeah. No.
it didn't. But would have been cool.
Yeah, and this Viper's Pit's going to cause some problems. But we do kind of have them, you know, zoned into it. Like they're kind of all stuck in the pit, which is, if you do have to retake into a Viper's Pit, it's where you want. And Striker's going to find the Viper. And the kills are just going all our way. Clean them up.
I mean, we only got to see one or two POVs, but I really didn't get to see a push into the smoke, Viper Pit smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we just flashed it. I don't know if I still have my dog yet. Or still have my dog. I think
I did
might
see
have.
the dog go in. I saw the dog go into the smoke, and it got shot. So I guess you guys knew where they were at.
Yeah. Or we knew at least where that close player on triple was. The Viper, actually, I don't hate the way the Viper played that. Like, I think that was about as good of a position as she could. It's just unlucky that Striker saw her first.
And all her teammates died, yeah.
Yeah,
She had
and
to
all her
look-
teammate. Yeah, she was not much she could do there.
She had to gamble one way or the other, and she just got guessed wrong. That's how it is in these shooters sometimes. It's like you have to guess one way or the other, and if you guess wrong, you look foolish.
Yep.
If you guess right, you look like a genius.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the cipher, or not the cipher, the chamber pick.
Yeah.
We thought
Yeah, the fact that
was-
they took us the distance with Chamber is pretty crazy because I am not a fan of this agent. That stun's going to cause some problems. Smart of Striker to not make any noise, though, because they didn't even follow up on it. That's going to be
They-
unfortunate.
all ran through his smoke though, his cage.
Yep. He's going to give up U-Haul, but not a big deal. Going to be a 5 versus 5 on the retake. Gonna get a concuss. Yep. Striker's gonna swing, but he had backup. Actually, Striker just lost the fight straight up, but there was another guy on the boxes. So
There you go. There's your self flash.
yep. It's just really hard because like you can hear it coming, and it takes longer now for you to. Oh, we're not gonna talk about that spray. And Safety is getting out of there with the op. But yeah, it's just a lot harder now. It used to be much easier. But that's a change they made to Sky like a while ago, where it takes longer for you to re-equip your weapon, basically for you to pull your weapon back up after you use a piece of utility, specifically the flashes, I think. So it's much harder to flash for yourself now as Sky, because by the time you flash, swing, and have your gun up, you know, you have not very much time at all to get the kill. Whereas like an agent like KO, who's one that I've been like playing a lot more, practicing a lot more, you can set up a pop flash where you are swinging as soon as the flash is popping. You know, like literally it pops, you're there with your gun up, ready to kill someone. So
I think that might be the CS guy in you, like
Yeah.
the KO.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Well, I also just think that being able to prevent people from using abilities is super, super broken. Like the fact that there's no other agents that can do that is crazy to me, because the fact that you have 2 abilities, you have your ult and your knife, which is on a cooldown, right? It's not even on a kill. You know, you have to get 2 kills to reuse it or anything. It's on like a 40-second cooldown. Is insane. You can stop an entire push with just that one ability.
Yeah, a lot of the pushes rely on the ability. Like look at all these abilities coming through. KO knife just stops them all.
Yeah, and Striker is just beautifully dancing around. Not sure about that Oh, that was their brimstone ult. Seal's able to get a kill. 4v4. Bomb only just now going down. Yeah, I'm not sure what that... oh, Striker, unfortunately, not ready for that player. The triple corner.
I don't know what that chamber was looking at, but...
And I was not ready for the bench player either. Like, it was just so weird to me that, like, I killed the chamber and I didn't get swung. You know what I mean? It's strange.
Dude,
like,
that is unreal. The op does not have... I've gone into the range and hip fired the op.
oh,
Okay. Oh my goodness. Good cover by Safety and Seal to
yeah, that was
his
super.
teammate there.
That was super fortunate. The Rays tried to blast pack him off the defuse, and it didn't work. He didn't get pushed far enough. Yeah.
But yeah, I've gone into the range and I've used the op, and it does not have hip fire accuracy. But I guess because he was so close, it just like it didn't matter. But
yeah, it's like it's always risky to do. Like, there's no reason really, in my opinion, to go like you can just scope in. It's even if you don't get your scope all the way in, right? It's still like a pretty fast scope. It's still you know, you're gonna be more accurate than just risking it on the no scope, but.
It worked.
He's a flashy player, man. He likes to look good while he's getting his kills. So I think when you're retaking with an op too, like you just have to take sort of like what we were talking about earlier with taking gambles. That's like one of those things where maybe it's not like a completely necessary gamble, but it's like an acceptable one. Because when you're retaking with an op, like it's so difficult, especially like we were talking about moving and shooting in this game with the op is so hard that you know, sometimes you just got to take risks like that.
Oh, by the way, and from like a really early week, I got the picture, like the Cypher player Striker took a picture of you guys at the finale round. I have that picture.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that.
Looks like both teams are just looking for picks. I think.
Yeah, but we know something's up here because at this point they've already sent it through B, and strangely, I thought that was an enemy. That was our brimstone ult. I thought it was an enemy brimstone ult. I was like, well, are they trying to find me with the brimstone ult?
I guess he tried to stop the push from Hookah, but it was too slow. But I think it was still a good ult.
Yeah, and they never cleared me in garden, so I've just been here waiting to activate it this whole time. Get one for free. Now I'm just waiting, holding the utility.
And now we know exactly where everybody's at.
Yep. We know for sure at least one is elbow. I think we called 2 elbow, actually. One down, 1 to go.
It's got to be 2 elbow. Well, it had to be 2 elbow at one point.
I don't know how I dodged that flash. And we know the last one.
Okay.
I just told Safety, stick it. I got you.
And the op is still in play.
It is indeed. But you see, though, he dropped it, though, for a rifle. Because, like, even in that situation where it's a 1-on-1, or, well, it was a 2v1, but, like, when he's just holding him, it's still just safer to have a rifle. Because if you miss an op shot, you're dead.
Dead, yeah.
So it's like...
Oh, I mean, in my bronze silver lobbies, you're not dead. But in these lobbies,
yeah,
you're dead.
The only reason I don't know if he did take an op shot before he dropped it, but if he had done that, the only reason he wouldn't have died is because there's a 2v1 instead of a 1v1. So the guy in Hookah knows if he just hard swings it, he's probably gonna die because he's gonna get shot by 2 people at once. But
oh,
and that's the other thing. Yeah, Sky is just so. That's the other reason we don't want to give up on the Sky on certain maps, is just because having that info is incredibly valuable.
And for those of you that don't know, like, Purely just threw a bird flash down that long angle, and like in any other game he'd have no idea if they blinded anybody, but she yells blinded when she hits somebody. So
yeah, it also, when the flash pops, it actually makes a different noise when it hits someone.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, when it pops and it doesn't hit anyone, it just makes a normal sort of like popping noise, but when it hits someone, it makes like a ding noise. So it's like, yeah. The chamber, doing what chambers do best.
That pistol,
like lurking on A, being a nuisance.
Seal's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, me and Striker had this site locked as well.
Oh, there they all are.
Yep.
But I mean, I'd still hit A if I was them.
Yeah, they have 25 seconds. It would be cutting it incredibly close to go B. Striker's staying, but I think that's just in case like the bomb just sprints to B. But at this point, we know it's A. Striker's gonna
just throwing blinds out to
rotate
stop
TP.
I mean, they did go B, but they don't
did,
have the
but
time.
They don't have time. Yeah, it's like, what is the point of doing this? They barely got there in time.
I mean, you guys did lose all your guns, so.
Yeah, but that's like because we're challenging angles. We probably don't need to, you know.
I mean, like that cipher, or not the cipher, the chamber, like getting two. I think you got 2 or 3 with that one pistol.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the pistol's super powerful. It's like a better sheriff.
But there's just no reason for it, you know. Like we don't need to. The only person that really should be holding an angle is the op, because you don't want to be challenging it. You don't want to be swinging an angle with the op, right?
Right.
But otherwise, people can just hold their crosses. We've been doing really well retaking A, right? Like if they just full send it, our retakes have been fine. So there's no reason to go too hard. Again, just popping the flash, getting some info early. Again, having the second, having the flash on a cooldown makes it a little bit easier to use one early in the round, because I know I'll have another one ready to go.
Oh, I did not know Cryo had a sheriff, or sorry, a
marshal. Yeah,
marshal. Weird.
Yeah, because like you were mentioning, we lost a lot of guns last round, so economy is a bit low.
It's unlike him to run a scout like that. Usually he picks up the Bucky or something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
2 get hit by the stun. Shouldn't really amount to anything though. They did that a lot this game, where like they're using utility and then not doing anything with it, and it's just confusing to me.
I think they're trying to bait you guys to over rotate.
Maybe, but like he stunned and then immediately hit the TP. Like we like.
I hope that he hit one. Nice try by Safety, trying to get the blind op shot.
Oh, and again.
That's super unlucky, actually. If it had just been a little more shallow, it was perfect.
Yep.
It's a critical round. It's definitely an important round, but we end up losing that one. So now they kind of have a little bit of space. The Titans.
Yeah,
we lost we lost the round with we didn't have money. We kind of fought into it, so we shouldn't have that much money left.
Yep. Yeah, it should be an eco round this round. Oh, actually, I saw a rifle.
I see a rifle. Yeah.
A couple rifles.
Maybe we had more money than I thought.
It might just be that a couple of players have a lot of money and others don't, so maybe we're just hero rifling. I'm not sure.
Oh,
no, they're selling.
Yeah, okay. A little bit of confusion about the money buy, but got on the same page.
You're gonna see me do this a lot over towards the site, because that like end of B long there is so open that it's really hard to dodge that flash. Like it's pretty much, I guarantee, can get that orb. So, yeah,
I mean, I think a lot of teams, and ours included, don't play for the orbs enough.
Yeah.
I think we started to towards the end of the season. Like we're just like, okay, we're just gonna go get these orbs and use ults because we have more ults than them. But ults are so powerful in this game that.
Yeah, we've gotten better about doing it, but definitely it's something that we could still. I think Cry was just trying to jump spot through that smoke and then got ripped to shreds by the rifles.
Well.
Yep, not much to do in this round.
No, it's a good thing that everybody sold their weapons and was on the same page, though.
Yeah. And this map, too, is one that you definitely see the breach a lot more. You can see how like effective his utility is at like pushing people out. Like for example, it's been really hard for us to have anyone play aggressive in U-Haul because they clear the entire, they stun one side and they aftershock the other side. So it's like, how are you supposed to play in there? It's almost impossible. So
Yeah,
And of course
I
with the
mean,
Brimble,
I've
too.
seen a lot in pro play that this site is a site. It's like almost impossible to stop people from planting the
Yeah.
bomb. It's literally a retake A site.
Yep.
Though I say that, and then we struggle with planting on A. So oof.
Yeah.
A little bit of chaos. They were actually pretty ready for that.
They were.
Site.
And I felt bad because that was a call that Safety made that he wanted to make a play there, but I had to leave him because I knew he was. It's not good for me to swing with him there and die, because even if I get one trade, then we lose two, and they, it's 2 for 1. It's just not good. And then our B side is super defenseless. So turns out they are going towards A anyways.
Ooh,
Strider
what a
not able to
swing!
get that kill. It's unfortunate, but
He was at the. This game is so weird. The disadvantage when they swing like that is crazy. Even though you have your gun in the right spot, just the latency lag. Peeker's advantage is intense. Oh, you had it. That was almost crazy.
unlucky. I was just trying to do damage there. I don't even think, because it was last round. I knew it was pretty lost, but gotta go for it.
I mean, you had the angles, you had the crosshair placement. It was just small.
A little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. So. Yeah, and I mean, I think I felt still pretty good, like that first half, because I think this map is pretty even, but I think it's a little bit attacker sided. So I felt pretty good going 7-5. This is also a map that's like not one of our, like it's a map that we've played a decent amount, but it's not one of our like preferred maps to play on. So the fact that we were up 2 rounds at half, going on to the favorable side, I was feeling pretty good.
Especially this is one of our weaker maps, I feel.
Yeah.
It's just the teleporters make this map so weird. There you go.
Look,
the dog
see?
did get
I'm
blocked.
not
They got
crazy.
blocked.
They got blocked.
But is the bird get blocked? That's the question.
I don't know, but we are going fast and furious out onto the B bomb site.
Oh, that's so. I guess the back.
But like, what is that? But what is the Molotov though? Like, what is he mollying? Like he does. It's just random. Like if I was Cryo, I'd probably die to that molly, because like, what is he like? I wouldn't. Why is there a molly there? You know, like it's not preventing him from. Oh, Savi's gonna have to deal with the flanker. Nice little right click.
Oh. The classic is good in the correct hands, just not in my hands.
I feel that one.
I mean, a very good round for the we literally have 0, no utility, no. Oh my goodness.
He actually wins the round.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, an amazing round actually by the Rams.
Yeah.
Full eco round and a clutch win.
And I think there must have been some sort of miscommunication there, like at the beginning, because I've never seen, I didn't even realize this until watching it back now. I've never seen Safety on a pistol round with a classic armor on Jet. Like that's just not a thing. Like this man always is Sheriff and his dash. That's all you need. So I think what happened is the call was that we were sending it out fast B. And so he wanted to have that extra, you know, like the smoke and the updraft, like having that extra utility to get out onto the site quick with Cryo. But honestly, I think Cryo would have been just fine, probably just by himself. But I understand the thought process, because we couldn't have known that they were going to completely vacate the site there. So Cryo was in there, and like we were not expecting a force buy here, so it's catching us off. Actually, it wasn't a force buy. I don't believe. I believe that was the the Spectre that was dropped by Cryo. So bit awkward now for the Rams. 3v4 situation. We do still have the Superior, and I think we just spotted someone on the flank. Again, like just crazy shot.
I think that he must be a chamber main. He just plays chamber.
Yeah. And I was thinking about trying to hunt that guy down, seeing if we could get behind him, but I realized like with the numbers disadvantage, we need to send it towards B fast. Try and get spiked down. And I don't know why I bought a Spectre here. because I cannot stand this gun in its current state. But I was trying to call Seal to get close to Spawny. We were gonna fight it before that flank happened, but he wasn't. He was worried about getting shot from hookah, which I was aware that there was someone coming hookah, which is why I wanted to fight it early. But it happens. It happens. A little bit of a miscommunication. So sometimes, like I try and get things to happen, but I don't like. Oof, so close.
That stim actually almost won him the round.
Yeah, honestly, really good attempt there from Seal on that clutch. But yeah, sometimes like I say stuff, but I don't explain my entire thought process. So it's like I'll be like, all right, Seal, like, you know, fight this with me. Like that's all I'll say instead of like, because I don't have time to explain, right? Well, I don't have time to explain. Like, okay, you're gonna stand close to spawn. I'm gonna flash it. We're gonna both swing it. Like, you know, there's not enough time in the round to say the whole thing. So.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I play, sometimes when I play with the teams, if something's calmed to me, I commit. It's like, okay, I'm going in, dude.
It's calmed. Yep.
I might not agree with it, but I'm in there.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, yes, sometimes they're gonna get screwed by that, but it's just the best way to do it, because if everyone just follows the call, then the team's gonna you know work. It's gonna just be a lot smoother in general.
It looks like another kind of a half buy round from us, trying to get some picks with full sheriffs.
Yeah, I actually think that if it weren't for this Phantom guy, like if we didn't give this guy free picks, this game would not have gone the distance like it did. We're just giving him free picks. I say as I peek. But at this point in the round, it's like, okay, well, like on the ecos, it's a little bit more it's a little bit different, but.
It looks like looks like you were on the wrong page with the team, because one of us TP'd.
Yep.
Looks like everybody had their own idea what was happening. We had 2 hookah, and we just kind of don't know what to do now.
Yeah, but Safety's doing a good job, like creating pressure on this side of the map. I'm gonna get an orb as well. So if it hadn't been for that guy, which we were not expecting, just to be sitting in hookah, because we were watching that too. Like we were holding hookah to see if anyone would peek, and we got caught on the cross. This is unfortunate, but.
Oh, what? There's a second guy? Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like they did that so much, where it's just random. Like it's not like, I understand in that situation, but it's a 2v2 being stacked up, ready to trade. But there's 2 guys sitting back triple. Like why? There's no reason for that. You know, 1 piece of utility, obviously not in that round, but like, what if you get brim mollied or raise-nated and you're both sitting in that same position? Then you lose the whole round off of something like that. So I don't know. They just played really. There are some weird rounds where it's like we got caught by just strange positioning or strange peaks. So. And I guess sometimes that's just how it is.
You just got. I mean, I was gonna say, at the end of the day, you just gotta learn that they're doing that shit, and then just go counter it.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard to counter something that when you don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because like random is not like, there's no way to predict random. You know what I mean? They just, it's straight. It's like, yeah, I guess like you could, you know, in certain spots that people are sitting, you can sort of figure out like, oh, they like to stack here, but
okay.
Yeah, that nade is super problematic. Cam's gonna get broke too by the aftershock.
We have the option to TP. Yeah. There is the option, and he gets a free pick. That is kind of crazy that the Viper lost that. They still have. Oh my gosh, dude. They are.
Yeah.
Super confident in their teammates.
I don't know how Seal doesn't die there.
2v2, probably both from spawn. Yep, both from spawn.
Yep, now Cryo in the 1v2. No utility left to play for. Well, he does have his boom bot, but a bit unfortunate.
Dang, good shot.
But yep, 8-8. So all of a sudden that lead that we had, I mean, it was only a 2-round lead, right? So that. But after we won the pistol, you would have expected us to convert a little bit better. I think that second round, those are the ones that have been killing us, right? Like Cryo goes in, gets a kill, gets killed. They pick up a Spectre, then kill Safety with it, right? Now it's a 3v4. I think we ended up losing that round, I believe. So it's just like, those are the rounds that like we just have to play more together. We have to convert those second rounds after we win the pistol, because those ones are the ones that hurt the worst when you lose them because of the way like the economy is. But yeah, it should be a full eco here. Do have the knives out for safety, so we're gonna.
We also have Raise ult, so it could be if the opportunity presents itself.
It's gonna be a nade to the back of site.
That's where the chamber's been playing backside on top of the tube.
Yeah.
It's like we're just in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like I'm not sure if I think what happened is Safety got caught on someone jumping out. Maybe it got caught on me or got caught on Cryo jumping out, because he was trying to dash out onto the site and got stuck. So we all got caught. It wasn't a breach stun. It wasn't a, you know, they don't have a cipher to catch us on a trip or anything. So,
I mean, that breach, or that, sorry, not that breach, but the, oh, what the heck? That's cool. The Brimstone has been super impactful. The Brimstone and the Viper pool, like mollies, have been really stopping us.
Yep. And until recently, that was the comp that we were also playing on this map, is we had double controller. Like we had Brim, we had Viper. It's pretty popular on this map. It's so difficult to, you know, because you basically have uptime 100% of the round, right? If you're communicating between the controllers, you use a Brim smoke to cover when the Viper's out of poison, and you have full coverage, at least over towards that B site.
Yeah, I see we're struggling pretty hard with the smokes. We're just kind of trying to get through, and we're just not able to. We're trying to go through the smokes and trying to flash out and do all this fancy stuff, which is nice, but they're ready for it. Well,
the issue is that like I said, there's never going to be a time in the round where there isn't going to be a smoke up. So like at some point, if you want to go B at all, you have to force your way through a smoke.
Right.
Because, okay, I don't even know, like, I was so confused about that guy. I guess that when I flashed out and I blinded someone, I didn't think he was in the corner because we already had people up towards the site. So that's why I was confused. But
oh, nice kill through the smoke.
Yep, 2v3. Safety is pretty low though. It's gonna be difficult to get this plan off.
I just think we just don't use the teleporters enough.
Yeah.
Like we know they're all here, or at least we know there's a lot of pressure here. Just reset the fight, go through the TP maybe. But oh, unlucky.
Super unfortunate.
Good shot by that Brimstone.
If he had more HP, I think he wins that.
Yeah.
It's just because he was literally one bullet, pretty much, or 2 bullets.
But I mean, we got on site and like there's a lot. Like we killed like 3 people. I think it was like a 3v3 or something. Yeah. At that point, you know, like they have to rotate, right? Yeah. Like 2 people. So maybe we would just go through the TP and be like, okay, well, yeah, we took the site, but we're on B site now.
Yeah. No, I definitely think we do need to utilize the teleporters more on this map. I think in general, it's good to have a lurk on that side of the map to go through. Oh my goodness.
Oh my,
almost worked.
He was lying.
Yep. Yeah, I think in general, can definitely work more. Oof.
What a spray by Safety. I can't do that to save my life because the spraying in this game is weird. We have a lot of ults. I know we have them. Oh, we actually, I think they're dead, so.
Yep. And I died to the chamber.
The chamber's putting in work this game.
Yep.
Don't die. Don't you do it.
It's just so hard, like, to challenge ever.
Yeah.
Striker's in a good position, but...
Okay, we know where the chamber's at now.
Yeah. And it's smart of him to just not peek here, like, just play time.
Yeah.
His chamber's put in an impossible situation. But yeah, another really close round. Definitely got bailed out by Safety there. But it's just strange again, like they're both playing back site, no one's looking on that left side. Like he didn't no utility, nothing. Just is holding it and.
I mean, I guess that's what
Not looking.
Chambers. That's what Chambers good at. You just don't need. You don't need utility. You just hold with an op, or
Yeah.
I guess that one-shot pistol. And
Yeah,
then,
but I'm talking about like them. Like they weren't holding the left side at all. Side like Safety just like they weren't looking at him when he saw when he peeked. He was just there. They got that first kill and they're like, oh, that's it. Only one person gonna peek that angle. I don't know. It's just weird.
I heard a Viper.
Did force the TP though. Got some damage on him.
I heard the Viper ult go off.
Yeah, that's gonna be over towards B site, which is why we're thinking it's probably gonna be an A hit. But now at this point, like we've given the chamber time to reposition. We know the Brimstone's close in that smoke. I'm not sure why. I think maybe the call is now get some pressure or some presence over in showers.
Which we don't have any control over, so you're gonna have to fight for it.
Yep. And normally, I don't know why this round was different. Maybe the call at the beginning was we were going to try and send it fast up short. But normally, we always do this. Like, we always, at the beginning of the round, clear out showers, get the orb. Cryo, wow. Super lucky he didn't get his head taken off there. Is going to die to the op, though.
Gets the shoulder taken off.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have liked that to have that for post plant, but
we have ult, so
I do like the stim drop. Me and him are gonna be the only ones not caught by that. Or actually, Safety I think avoided it as well. And he's in a strong position now. Unfortunately, that Brim ult not gonna catch the shower player. Is gonna buy Safety some time though.
Oh my goodness.
And he's just dancing around this bomb site. The Viper misplaying super hard here. You never ever make... If you make footsteps after tapping the bomb, you're wasting your time. Like, I see... So that is one of the biggest mistakes that I see like newer players make when they play this game. Or any game with like this a similar format. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Call of Duty Search and Destroy, if you're playing Counter-Strike, it's the same in all these games. Whether you're planning or defusing, you can't tap it and then make noise because they know that you're not sticking it. The whole idea behind tapping it is that you force them to challenge you because you could be sticking it, and if you stick it, then you lose the round. So that Viper misplaying cost her the round. I mean, she had the health advantage.
She knew where he was. So, yeah.
Knew where he was, yep. But Safety did not have to challenge. Yeah, and this chamber is such a problem because like we're trying to, to pressure him off these angles, but I don't know. Maybe we just need to be smoking deeper or something. I'm not sure, but this round is just a mess. Ray's just taking one again. We're just peeking one by one. Ray's winning every fight.
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
was
so
kind of a
much
throwaway from us, but
yeah, there's
I
so
don't
many
really know.
smokes, man. Like, it's hard. I understand why you guys are so frustrated this game.
Yeah.
There's so many smokes. They don't get to actually, aim. It's more just utility usage.
Yeah. Yeah, against double controller, it's super difficult to attack. Like you almost don't even need the chamber in this composition because of how much you don't need a sentinel. You don't need any traps when you have double controller. Because it's just so difficult to ever push through, take a site.
We almost need to be able to challenge the chamber somehow, but he's got that advantage because he's on defense.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I'd have to rewatch the VOD to be honest. Like I know we're watching it right now, but I'm not sure. Because like the biggest counter to chamber is just smoke him so that there's no angles that he can play, right?
Right.
So I'm not sure if there's just like if we're just not calling the smokes properly or what happened there. But I feel like there's been multiple rounds where like we're peeking him when we don't need to. Like we can just smoke him out, and then we don't have to worry about the angles that he's playing. I heard the jump spot there.
Yeah, the Viper.
Tap it, see if they push through. Trying to get my ult here, just 1 point away.
Yeah, it looks like you got 2 orbs that round. Now you're deciding what to do.
Yeah.
Look, they're okay. See, that's exactly what we've been doing, getting caught out in the open like that.
And you see immediately we teleport. Fortunately, the bomb's pretty far away, but Safety's done a really good job taking space, able to recover that rifle. Same with the Skyhole. It's going to buy us that time that we need. We know that U-Haul's not clear right now.
I thought the Skyholt would lock that guy down in U-Haul if he was there.
I think he shot it or something. I'm not sure. Safety playing extremely risky angle. I don't know if anyone's here. Okay, they don't check it. Yeah. It's difficult for me to follow up on that because Heaven's not smoked.
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
I was so confused. I was like, what is she doing?
Nice shots coming out.
Yep. And that's actually a huge round to win too. I think the hesitation there after we grab the ult, like we're waiting to try and get a pick. If we get a pick, immediately you see the hit comes in. But I didn't want to use my ult just for it to be a throwaway round because obviously like if we lose that round, we're on match point. You know, we need to have something to fight, you know, help fight for.
Especially since you only had pistols that round, so I get that. Looks like
I'm definitely struggling a lot more on this map than that previous round. I don't like hate binds. I mean, I'm not a fan of the teleporters, but
I think it makes it very attacker. I mean, I don't know. I think it's attacker heavy because or like sided because of the TPs.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the main reason that like this game was harder is we made it harder for ourselves. Like I think the two main things that were causing us the most difficulty was like running into the double controller on this map. I think is something that is still like it's popular like competitively, right? But it's not something that we've scrimmed a whole ton like against because you know more casual teams don't run it. So that's one thing, is the double controller was definitely giving us a lot of problems. And the other thing too is like just the lack of smokes, like preventing this chamber from getting picks. Like we gave this chamber so much space, so many opportunities for him to get like opening picks and stuff for no reason. So I think that's something, like if we were to go back and watch this as a team, those would be the two main things. Because we, like I said, our defensive half was fine. We were up 7-5. I think it's just an attacker-sided map. Like that's perfect. But I think we just made the attacks much harder on ourselves than they needed to be.
Well, like this round, I really liked the split. Like you guys made pressure B, got a pick, and then pulled some util. But I mean, it's still a hard round.
Like I don't understand why. Like why are we doing that? I'm pretty sure I lose this round. 2
health and a dream, yeah. I mean,
and that's why you don't make noise like when you tap the bomb, because like I was gambling on him not sticking it there. But in this game too, it's a little bit harder because there's not really an animation. Like you can tap it very quickly and get off of it. Whereas in other games, like especially Call of Duty, like you can't. It's so much harder to fake it because of how long the animation is of like putting away, pulling out the bomb.
In the Modern Warfare 2, you can't fake it at all.
You can't fake it at all. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but in this game, you can pretty much stick it, and then if you see someone, immediately hop off. And for the most part, I mean, you do have a very small delay on being able to fight, but we're on match point now. Backs against the wall. We need this one to push it to OT. At least we do have utility and weapons this round, I believe. Safety's one away from his ult. I think I can't remember who's close. I think one of us is close to our ult. We're calling getting the orbs here. Looks like a couple of us are very close to ults.
This is match point. We have to win this round. To go to OT.
Not sure about that nade from Cryo. Maybe he was trying to throw it out the window and it got caught. Or he was just checking the corner.
There's that. Is that the chamber?
Yeah, it's the chamber. But again, like this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, I was one away from the Sky ult, so we're sending it back out. A little awkward there. Are able to get the breach though. That's a big piece of utility gone now for their retake.
I really like the breach. I think we should.
Yeah.
try to find a spot for him in our lineup.
I think we've discussed it before, but in general, like Breach is not like similar to how you have primary and secondary smoke characters. Breach is not really like a primary initiator. It's a little bit harder if you only have one initiator for him to be the sole initiator. But
okay, very clean round.
Clean round from the boys.
I mean, it was a good time to pull out a clean round.
Yeah. And you can see how much of a difference too not having that breach utility for them makes on that retake. If you don't have your initiator up, that's another one of the like huge mistakes I see. Obviously, like in ranked, it matters a lot less because people don't play together. Like they kind of just send it and try and out aim people. But like in competitive, it's so important that if you're playing a controller or initiator, that you have to stay alive for your team if you want to have a chance for the retake. Because if you're one of those people that goes down early, it makes it like twice as hard to retake without that utility.
I mean, I remember when the game came out, I mained Breach because I was like, this guy is broken.
Yeah.
But more operators came out and made him less useful. But still good.
Yeah, no, and I think his utility is super valuable, and also no other initiator can really do it the same way that he does it. Like his fault line having such a long range is super, on certain maps with long quarters, like we saw in Haven, how they were able to utilize it on A short, is super valuable. I just think in general, even on this map too, right? Like how many long, like A short, B long, like there's so many angles where you're trapped, right? Like there's nowhere for you to run if you get stunned. And that's where he can shine the most. I just think it's difficult when you're using his flashes, like to always catch people with them. Like I think KO and Sky are a lot more reliable when it comes to flashes.
Yeah. Okay. So I both teams are playing super slow.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
Overtime. It's the overtime.
There's a pick by the Viper. This is one of those maps where you really can't, it's really hard to take space on defense.
Also, this is one of those plays, by the way, that I almost never will make because it's so risky. Like if they check this, it's so lost. But I was like, you know what, we're gonna risk it, and it ends up working out. So
just the chamber left.
Yep, and we know that he was lurking over towards A, so we know that he's gonna be late to the site.
And this round doesn't matter about money. It's just win, right?
It matters for the op, but otherwise it doesn't matter. So like we're gonna recover that op, or we should. No? Okay.
I'm pretty sure you just get. I think you're.
No.
Resets.
Yeah, I forgot. We just switched back and forth. Never mind. Yeah. I forgot that the overtimes in this game are 5,000. So if you buy an op, you have to glass cannon.
Kind of an interesting take. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
So this is OT. We're now on the offense. So if we win this, we win the game. But if we lose, we just replay OT over and over again until somebody gets 2 rounds in a row.
Yep. And this one off the rip, I can tell you right now that like after that initial pick, this round should be ours 100%. Like their top frag is down. Like I'm 1 away from getting ult. So I don't even want to watch. Like I already know that something horrific is going to happen for us to throw this round. But basically, yeah, you just have to win 2 in a row and it's done. And watch, I've probably put my foot in my mouth. It's going to be me that like does the stupid thing that costs us the round.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
See if he just peeks before the ult goes out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And that's why like I don't understand that, man. Like, yeah, it's just crazy to me that like you can dodge it like that. Like, and I don't know. It's just a Sky thing, I think. You just against good players, you can't flash yourself. It's just not happening. Because they dodge it and their gun is up, you're still pulling your gun up after, because like I said, you have that longer animation now, pulling your gun up after throwing a flash. So that's like something that we were also discussing with the team, right? Is like, I'm happy to play, Sky is, in my opinion, the most well-rounded, like strongest initiator right now. because of what she brings. Like she has a heal, she has so much intel, right? Gathering as well as on top of being able to flash and stun for your team. But the issue with Skye, the one issue, is that you can't play her like a duelist, right? Like if we lose, which is why it sort of works with our team because we run double duelist a lot anyways. But if we are only running a single duelist, the initiator is that second entry player, that second duelist, so to speak. And it's just much harder, in my opinion, to do that. Like if your duelist gets picked off early, it's much harder to be the entry for your team as a Skye as opposed to like a KO or even a Gecko maybe. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Gecko. Like I haven't played the Agent a whole ton, but you have to have utility that you can throw and be ready to peek as soon as it blinds or as soon as it creates that space. And Skye is more of you're flashing for your team, not so much flashing for yourself.
I think you're a little harsh on the Gecko, man. He can kind of flash on his own. And
well, that's what I mean. Yeah, like if you're going to be flashing for yourself, Gecko is probably the second best after KO.
I think he's like a mix between Skye and Viper actually, because he's got the Molly.
Yeah.
And he's got the flash. I forget what his other ability does, but I think it's like a stun. But he's got the ult that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like how you have to recover his utility. I think it's like in most scenarios that's going to be very difficult to do. Okay. This round's looking good for us. So
dog for utility. Yep. Check the corners. Good. There they are.
See, they're both short. Yep. Like that's the kind of intel that you don't really get with any of the other dual or initiators. I mean, you get it with KO kind of with his knife, but I can call out exactly where both of them are playing with that dog. Which is pretty valuable. Not quite.
All right. Now we got to go. We got to win 2. That was a good round.
2 in a row. Surely it can't be that hard, right? Yeah, I wish.
So, man, this is a long game. I'm sure the Rams are feeling it. Oh, just as I say that, looks like the coach calls a timeout.
Yep, he's probably like, all right, guys, wrap it up. I got to go to bed.
Probably.
No, I'm just playing.
But, I mean, the enemy team took a bunch of timeouts, so I think it's probably this. I mean, this is a clutch. This is the round, right? Where if we win this, we win the game. If we don't win it, then we go back to an even Steven.
Yeah,
so,
I think in our most recent game, I can't remember if we called timeouts or not. We probably did. I just don't remember. But I think it got on one of the maps towards the end, that final map that we played. We could have definitely used a breather. Like we needed to take a second to like talk it out because it was getting frantic at the end. I think that's ultimately what did us in. But you guys will have to wait and see that one because that's in the future. We're talking 4-2 right now. So we need to
make this one count.
We've got to win this one first. Can't get ahead of ourselves.
All right. The timeout is concluded. The Rams seem like they have a plan.
But will they execute on it? That's the question. See, this time you see 2 towards Shower's going to clear that out early. Did spot the Viper. But
and breach.
Still going to push into Showers there. Just have one cover when we get the orb. See her on the corner. And that's a really good strategy that she just did if she had a breach flash to go, to like to peek with, because then she's sectioned us off, but they're not that advanced. So we're just gonna try and get this spike down. Savvy should be able to get out of there in time, I think. Oh, it's gonna get spammed. It's a little unfortunate. Striker's gonna get spammed as well. Yeah, we gotta talk about these post plants for sure. Gonna get a freebie there, and then I whiff.
It was unlucky that you had stepped right. Oh no! He actually almost dodged it. He held it a little longer than I thought he would.
Yeah.
But it was a little unfortunate for you because you jumped, like it fell off that step and you had a little bit of too much momentum to take that fight.
Yeah. I think too that like in that situation, maybe I could have played it a little bit slower with cryo, but after you get like a kill in this position, typically you don't want to just stand still, right? You're gonna get swung by like 2 people. They're gonna use utility to flush you out. So I was trying to kind of take matters in my own hands before I didn't get the choice, you know, before I was forced to move. And then that in that kind of situation, you're almost definitely dead. If they're using utility to flush you out, you're probably not in a good spot. So in general, I try and see, like this round, I'm pretty sure I'd do something stupid. I can remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, you know what? I haven't done this all game.
Oh, push up! You pushed up into hookah.
I stayed in the same spot. I was like, they haven't seen me do this all game. Surely it catches them off guard. I even told them, I was like, even smoke hookah, but what I wasn't expecting is the Roomba.
Oh my gosh!
And then there's 3.
Well, we got the lurker.
I also, that's just like inexperience, like playing like that way. Like I should have known that they were going to be further back. I thought someone was going to be close, so I just dry swung it. If I had a flash, I probably could have been okay. All right, I was able to get 1 though before getting traded. And this position from Striker is interesting because they might feel a little safe from that aftershock, and yeah, the Viper's going to get caught by it. Smokes are a little early from Brim, but the trades are coming in. So should be. Yep, we know exactly where the breach is as well. Yep. And the Viper planted on the wrong side of the site as well, so it's like...
Well, I don't know, because they didn't know he was elbow, so they just kind of planted... I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange to plant like that. You pretty much never plant like that.
It's just because there's only one angle that can see it, and that's hookah. And if you don't have hookah control, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, the only time you plant in that spot is if you're like a 1-on-1 or like a 2-on-2 and you're playing for spawn. Like you're gonna plant and immediately walk spawn. You pretty much never plant on that side because it's too. Because you have to think, right? Like even if you plant on that side and someone plays towards garden, you pretty much don't have to worry about them at all. You can immediately hop the bomb and stick it because they have no angle to kill you from garden. So. That's immediately cutting off an entire section, you know, entire angle that you have to worry about.
All right, we're dry peeking some things with the jet still.
Yep.
Okay, we found the operator, the op user.
Yep, I think he's on a rifle this round though. He doesn't.
Yeah,
he's not like Safety. He doesn't glass cannon.
Oh,
but after that pick, we're gonna call for the A hit, I believe.
There was a TP. Oh, that was from us.
And you know what? I definitely don't give these guys enough credit. I will give them credit that they're, you know, especially the chamber is obviously is very disciplined, like in terms of knowing when he can fight, when he needs to give up the site. Most chamber players are just crackheads that, you know, fight everything until they die.
This is the safety classic.
Yep. And that stun actually pretty good from the breach. Again, you can see like now I'm in a bit of an awkward situation where like if they swing me when safety's stunned, it's super awkward, but I'm able to get 1 before going down. Safety is just going to get zoned out by that utility. And like we're peeking again when we shouldn't be. But
good tripwire.
Trip's going to do work there. Striker knows 1 more is close. Beautiful shot from him. Going to spam that last one with the peek from Safety.
And that is the game. So Rams take it 2-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Everybody go say hi. Let him know he's on front page.
All right, welcome back. We Rams finally take that series 2-0 against the Titans. A long drawn out match, but we finally clutched it at the end there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think ultimately too, like I was mentioning, especially in that second map, I thought the first map was pretty solid overall. But the second map, definitely a lot of mistakes on our end, that we were making the game harder than it needed to be. Obviously, Bind, like you mentioned, one of our maps that we need some more practice on. But because I think Bind is one of those maps that's going to be a pretty common either pick against us or a common like third map that we end up going to, as a decider.
Yeah,
It's not one we typically ban. You know what I mean? Like it's one that we don't like as much, but it's not bad enough to the point where we ban it usually.
Right.
So.
And it's a classic map for Valorant. It's been around for a long time. So
yeah, it's still very popular for sure. So
anyway, so that wraps up tonight's stream. The Valorant team is now 5-2 in their bracket. They have secured playoffs. So that was, they still have one more game to play in the regular season. However, this game did secure their playoff spot, so guaranteed now. We just got to play for seeding. There'll be no more streams this week as we're going into Thanksgiving break. But make sure you guys tune in after the Thanksgiving break, and we'll be in the playoff season. Alrighty. Thank you for joining me tonight, Purely.
Yep. Thanks, Coach. And thank everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Messing with my head